Boom. And we're back. Saint LFCTV with your boy Saint. What's going on? Yeah, it's that time. It's really, really not a big game, but it is a big game. I don't really think there's much at stake, but it's that derby vibes in it. And so if that's the case, then it's always a big game in it. Do you know what I mean? And with that said, I had to do a big one. I had to get the big guns on here in it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, don't worry, we'll be back. Sit back, get your popcorn. Let's get into it. Is it me? Boom! Saint LFCTV with your boy Saint. What's going on? And we're back for the Man United Liverpool preview. Madness, innit? Like I said, we're here for vibes because for us, anyways, it's a bit techie, innit? But we're here for a combined 11, and we're gonna start with the Ops gang, innit? Because they're at home. So let's go to them first, innit? This guy's my brother. Like literally, speak to him. Do you know what I mean? A lot. But it is actually his debut on my channel. It's a bit mad. So yo. Mr. Bitz And Bobz, go on. What you said? Unmute yourself, big man.
Yeah. So boy, it's your boy, Bitz And Bobz. Bro,
talk to me.
Man, I can't believe this is my first time on it. I'm looking forward to the outside YouTube, so you know it's going to be vibes. I'm looking forward to it, man. Thank you for having me.
No, don't be silly, man. Moving on. Another guy that's literally, I think, you know what? I think when I first started the channel, he was one of the first people that had me as an opposition, do you know what I mean, on their channel. So I always got to show this guy love. He's my guy, Mr. Beeks. Welcome. Talk to me now.
It's your boy Beeks, and I'm back in the building. You know the routine. We're out here, we're rolling and we're moving. Big up Saint. We're getting man on, you get me. Shout out to everyone that else is on the panel. It's gonna be interesting, man. Come on, Ops and that. Get me up. Bro, is this the first time on the channel? Shout out to your intro. Shout out to your intro. I wanted to spit a 16 to that. I was like,
trust me, bro. Hey,
okay,
bro.
Say that. Shout out to the producer for that one. Yo, moving on. Last but definitely not least, this one. Active, like seriously, Mr. Active, real, just hollered at him. He said, yo, I got you, and he's here. My guy, Mr. Take Note, Mr. Flawless, what you saying, G?
Yo, fire intro. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And that big up for the intro. Secondly, love for having me on the channel, and thanks for the invite, man. I'm looking forward to this. A man called us Up Gang. I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Let's go.
You lot are Ops, but your family, you're good people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Only good people's on the channel.
Yeah. We just don't fuck with you on Sunday. That's what it is, isn't it? We're cool over here. It's just Sunday. Yeah. I get exactly
and then,
what you're saying.
Boom. Do you know what I mean? Listen, we're 2 up, yeah? But you'll know why. There isn't another person that I could have called on who could have my back like this one. Like, he's my big brother in this thing. If you don't know, get to know. If you're a Liverpool fan and you ain't subscribed to these, man, I don't know what you're doing, what rock you're living under. My bro, well, go on, Mr. Callum Sanderson, Coppish representative. What you saying, man?
Pleasure to be on the channel, Nick. Pleasure to be on the channel, bro. The beat, bro. I'm not gonna lie, had me vibing in there. You know, now, bro, because I was getting down, bro.
I see everyone's head on in the back. I say, yeah, you know what?
It's when it dropped the second time. I was like, okay.
Wavy.
Yeah, big.
Come on, gang, come on. I had James Redmond. He was back giving. I said, yeah, all right. I'm on to a good one. And James might join us. We'll see when we'll see if he does join us. But yeah, guys, man, thanks for joining me. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, man, good. Yeah, man, good. Looking forward to this, man. Good energy. Like 100%. I said, man, big up for the invite, man. And it debuts all around and that. Hella debuts on the channel.
Hella debuts, bro. I got the heavyweights, bro. Everyone's there. Man's punching above my weight. I'm doing bits, bro. Jeez. When I had Bits and I had Beeks, Flawless, I said, no, I hound this guy. I said, please. And I didn't even have to. He said, what? I'm there. Don't worry, I got you. So, yo, it's love all around, man. Love all around.
How are you, fam? What are you saying, man? How are you doing, bro?
Not great. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not great. I mean, in life, generally, loving life, man. But in football terms, bro,
you suffering.
I'm suffering.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough, bro. And
Cookie crumbles, isn't it?
I'm a football fan. I'm a football fan. I'm on this guy's show. Shout out Bitz And Bobz show. Copinism, and we just, you know what it is, yeah. I'm too real of a person. Man can't come out here with chest and certain things when I know it ain't the way. I'm not an Arsenal fan. You know that way there. I'm not. It's just what it is, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have to be real. I'm a football fan. I just got to call it. I think that's why me and Callum, we think the same way. We're both a bit like, you know, them ones there. Like, I could have done with a Scouser who was just not having certain things and be like, nah. You know what I mean? They're kind of a bit too real. Like, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go around and I want you lot to say a little something on the opponent's season, how you see it. You know what I mean? So Callum, how do you see Man United season so far? How they do?
Honestly, everything has gone how I expected to go with United this season. The only thing is, I didn't expect them to finish as high up the league as they have. And again, I hope this doesn't come across disrespectful to United because they've done what they've had to do. But I think teams like ourselves and Chelsea have massively underperformed, which is why they bumped up in the league. I expect them to go far in Europa. I still think Man U will win the Europa. In the league, I didn't expect them to be second. I did think they'd finish top four, fifth worst case scenario. I knew there was always going to be tension with Ollie this season. He's Marmite. Some people love him, some people hate him. I personally don't think he's good enough for Man United to take you guys to the next level. But at the same time, he's in a position where he picks up results. He's picking up positions in the league whereby if you sack him, the next appointment has to be absolute spot on, or else you kind of throw an egg on your own face. So you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. But I think you finishing second in the league, I think you'll win Europa. I think that's a very good season for United where they are right now.
It's not bad. I think I'd probably concur with a lot of what you said there. Flawless. What's your take on us man season? Very briefly.
Yeah, Liverpool season's gone great from a Manchester United perspective. Like,
and we will remove him now. Seriously.
I'll see you next week, lads. Yo, because it had gone great. Because at that point, you gotta understand, my entire life I haven't seen Liverpool dominate. And for me, obviously, everyone's rivals is different. Liverpool have always been the number one up. I don't know if that's because I'm Manc born and bred. I understand the rivalry between the two cities because the two cities are so close also. Yes, I banter Arsenal a lot, but that's because it's just low-hanging fruit, and Arsenal are the bar for banter. So that's why they get it a lot. They are low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't help. Saint, you already took a shot at them in the opening few minutes. And you're a Liverpool fan. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing extra there. So yeah, in regards to Liverpool, I was genuinely concerned going into the season. You'd won the Champions League. You'd won the Premier League. You've got a great manager. You have a great manager in charge. And you improved your squad, because how I was looking at it was normally when teams win the league, you struggle to see where they're going to improve their first 11, where they can improve their squad. But I think with Thiago, you improved your midfield and got something different in there. You got Jota, who's a great player, we already know, Premier League proven, and it's like that improves their forward line. Because I actually picked Liverpool to win the title this season. That was my prediction at the start of the season. I thought they'd win it. I was thinking, we're going to have to live through Liverpool's dominance. They'll do all right in Europe, etc. again. So, yeah, the way it's gone has been a surprise to me. It has been a shock. If someone would have said Liverpool would be 6 out of the Champions League, not in the title race whatsoever, I would have been shocked, because I look at your team and it's better than previous ones. So, yeah, from a United perspective, it's fantastic. But I just didn't expect it. It caught me off guard. But I'm very interested to see how you go again next season, because unfortunately, I do believe you'll be back. I don't think Klopp's going to take it lying down. Because what you did to City last season, City are now doing to you this season. So I see you going again. But it'd be interesting.
No, I hear that. I pretty much kind of second what you say in terms of this season. I thought, this is. I was excited because I thought, let's be honest, it hasn't really been exciting between us two in past seasons. Do you know what I mean? For let's say the last 3 or 4, and it's actually why I even got in contact with my man. I said, Bitz, like this is going to be a good season. We should do some content together. I wish I'd never contacted this. Nah, it was absolutely beautiful on a personal note. But yeah, no, seriously, it's not really manifested how. So yeah, what's your take on our season?
For me, yeah, I don't know whose channel. I think it was Usman Talks United or LFC Sonny. I said to him early in October, or I think it was Monsters channel, all three of them even. I said Liverpool won't win a thing. Everyone looked at me like, what? I was like, they're not going to win anything this season. And for me, yeah, to back that up, the game that done it for me was the Atletico Champions League game. And if you know Klopp as well, I watched the Bundesliga, and he has like a cycle of the way he plays. You know, they call it the rock and roll, whatever. That's just nonsense. It's just high tempo football. Don't know why they get carried away with these genres. But anyway, I was just like, it's not going to be sustainable. The reason it's not going to be sustainable because you didn't recruit heavy. And obviously I don't like Liverpool. So yeah.
He froze.
I think he froze.
The season's going quite funny. That's what you guys are doing right now. As Flawless says, I echo a lot what Flawless says, and also I just think it's so funny that I'm the same age as Flawless, so in our lifetime we ain't seen nothing like this.
Yeah.
And so for it to just be nothing and out of nowhere, you guys win the league, the Champions League, and you man were up here, literally. I couldn't even see you in the clouds. You guys were so high on life. Then the next season, yeah, you man are in the gutter asking for some spare change and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man are trying to dash you £1 and that. Do you know, on a football perspective, it's astounding, because I don't remember such a defense for a big club. Defending the league title. You know,
City and Chelsea are the two.
Pardon?
City and Chelsea are the two you look at. City last season,
exactly.
But they go for it, and the Chelsea defense in it. They're the two in it. But yeah, go on, Callum. Let's talk more about Liverpool's terrible defense in the league title.
Yeah, I said briefly, Callum. You heard me say that. I said you had like 2 or 3. I said briefly.
I'm here. We're here just getting rushed in the corner, and or you're just getting people walking by like, oh, that's a shame, innit, on them team. No one's calling the police.
And then you know what it is? Yeah, and we're getting rushed in the corner. We still got a next man to go to give him next hit. Like, I said briefly, brother. I said briefly.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, me, Beeks, and Floss are just here to try and dash you some pounds in it because you lot are in the gutter right now.
That's you. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying
all right, the two pence coins in that. But that's obviously, like it's astounding from a footballing fan's point of view, the fall. But obviously, from Man United's point of view, it's like music to our ears. However, you know, we're above you, yeah, but it don't mean nothing if we don't win anything, you know. But yeah, man, I can't complain as a Man U fan what Liverpool are doing right now, 100%. But like Flawless, I agree. Because next season, you know, Klopp is going to do a mazza. He's going to be like, I need this, blah, blah, blah. And he's going to come back because the thing I love about Klopp, I'll give you one little thing. He's very animated. You know, he can't really hide his feelings. And there's some games when you guys were getting beat and he laughs. But it's one of them laughs where like, okay, I'm going to be back. You know them ones, yeah, when you talk back to your mum. And it's like, I'm gonna tell you that.
And she's in the public, so she doesn't do that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's my brief intake on Liverpool.
All right, say nothing. All right, cool. Beeks, literally, I beg you, we're already down in it. Like, I don't even know why I even done that. I just thought every man was gonna say their little 2 pence and that, and I had these talkers. Beeks, what's your little outlook on our season very quickly? Before you go, what I will say is I do agree with what Beeks and Flawless said what Bitz and Flawless said in terms of what we're going to do next year. That depends, to be very honest with you.
You might hear the pulse.
I think you will in it.
I'm too real, bro. I'm too real. I hate that I'm so real, you know? Like, it's just mad. Like,
here's the thing, though.
It is.
Yeah,
I think it's a battle for top 4 next season.
I reckon the reason why I reckon you will go again, because similar to what Pep did, because everyone thought, all right, Pep's gonna go again and spend big, and he didn't really spend big.
Before you stop, yeah, but he didn't need to spend big. He didn't need to spend big. He just needed exactly. He just needed one, and he did. You got Ruben. He got exactly, and he had the money to do so, and he had the people behind him that you knew. You knew that you didn't know what they were going to do, but you knew, they'll do something, and they'll do something of note. We don't have
Man City are going to do a madness this summer as well.
Do you reckon you need that? Do you reckon you need that much though? I like where you're going with this. Do you think you need that much?
Yes,
we need a lot, bro.
Obviously, you lot watch Liverpool much more closely than I do, so I take your word for it. Because then I'm from the outside looking in, and
the only good thing. The only good thing is, and he even said it. Henry said, "Listen, we've got a lot to do to get back the fans in it. So he's going to try and appease the fans. I'm here to be appeased.
He won't.
Appease me.
Yeah, but that could mean like 20% off tickets or something.
Yeah, he ain't gonna appease us, bro.
20% off tickets or something.
Bro.
So that's why I asked the question, innit? Yes, I do think there will be a change, but I don't know if there will be enough of a change that's needed in order for us to really go and do what we need to go and do. But with you, man, I feel like you, man, are in the shop like with two hands, taking all you can get. You better get everything you can this season, you know, because like I don't really know if you're in a position, especially let's just say we get our shit together. You know, Chelsea are on stuff. You know what City's. I don't see that you lot are gonna, you know what I mean. So enjoy, anyways. Is what I was really gonna say. In it, enjoy. But yeah, Beeks, what's your thoughts on our season, very quickly?
Cool. I'll briefly sum it up for you, innit? Cool. I'm not gonna lie. I banged Judge in it last season, and I made to make sure that you, man, were not gonna do anything, and my Judge worked. It's as simple as let me be real. Let me be real with you, innit? Yeah. I don't want to see you, man, succeed. I don't want to see you, man, on the top. That alone hurt me. All right, and I'll be real with it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat the whole thing. You, man, winning Champions League, Premier League, Club World Cup, any title that you, man, were winning was hurting me, bro. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my club, and then you got Ollie like a dickhead smiling, and I'm here I'm just have to deal with it. And then I got all you fans just tearing it up. Nah, man, that can't run. And hopefully next season it's gonna remain the same again, bro. That's what I want, bro. I can't. Nah, but on the real, I just feel like you, man. I just feel like it's so unfortunate. Yeah, it could have been a different story, and I know a lot of people have said it, but the injuries hurt you, man, so much this season. Like you have to, bruv. Like you have no Van Dijk. There's no one. There was no consistent fit defender to help you throughout this whole period. There was a period where Fabinho was injured. There was a period where Alisson was injured. Bro, Bearman were injured. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, on that note, I just feel like it could be a season where next season you might not win it, but you're gonna be back in a way where Liverpool might be, you know, strong again. But I just feel like you were so unfortunate, man. With the injuries, that's what really hurt you this season, man. And bruv, we go again, man. Hopefully, you remain where you are, man. You stay where you are, and we keep doing our thing.
Yeah. So, moving on, like we're here now. The main event, like, trust me. I respect the honesty in it. You know, them ones there, like, and just give me the number to the auntie and Af in it, because I need that in my life. We can't be. I'll cook all the goat's legs and all of them things, rabbit, all of that, bro. I need this, man. Oh my god, this isn't nice. So listen, you know why we're here, man. We're here. Quick combined 11. Just let's be honest, innit? Let's take our and that's the good thing, innit? I actually got football men in it. With all banter aside, I rate you, man. You lot are actual football guys in it. We can do shits and giggles in it, but let's be honest, innit? So boom, let's get into it, innit? Before I do, what formation you want to go?
4-3-3, fam.
It's 4-3-3/4-2-3-1, isn't it? And then we doing it. What's this based off? Is it a form thing? We're doing overall ability, so we know the criteria.
Callum, what you saying?
Probably this season's form, innit?
So we just go this season's form.
The way man said it, he said what I didn't want to say. That's why I had to give it to him, man. We're too real, bro.
This is gonna hurt, you know.
Yeah, we'll go.
Let's go with that.
Right, fellas, you get the guitar, I'll get the flute, Beeks get the drum, boy. We're about to make some music right now, boy.
enjoying it. Just enjoying it. Just enjoy
it. Oh my God. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the end of time. Hey, yo, run this, man. Run this.
Callum, I'm sorry, I called you I get your debut one on this. I'm sorry, brother. I love you. I'm sorry.
Man called you for the handicap match, you know. Don't have it and that. Don't use like the FaceTime team out here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my days, bro. All right, cool. Listen, what we say?
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
Alisson, yeah.
Alisson.
I'm gonna say Alisson. This is one of the few I can actually
be a fair shout. Yeah, if we're gonna be honest.
True say our goalkeepers haven't been great, to be honest.
I was gonna say you're chopping and changing. You couldn't even don't have one that you could give me. So
you got two in it. Yeah. It's just Alisson. I'm just thinking of the Manchester City mistakes, but all right, we'll go with Alisson.
I know.
Cool.
You know that's where he is. Callum has said this before. He hasn't made a lot of mistakes, but he's made some bait ones, and
he's made high-profile ones.
Yeah, they just stick in your head, like you know.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it reminds me of his mistakes? Do you remember Oliver Neuer?
Yeah.
Oliver Neuer? Manuel Neuer.
Manuel. Yeah.
I was thinking Oliver Kahn for some reason.
I mixed the two.
Do you remember that season where I think it was it before Pep or Pep's one where they were just dominating games, but he was just making errors, just like dropping it, going through his legs and stuff. I think the thing, the season he had, obviously prior, made him probably think he was invincible. And I'm not saying and with not being cocky or arrogant, but it was just, do you know what I'm saying? We just won the league, mate. You can't tell me anything. I'm the best keeper in the league, and lapse of concentration or just frustration. But I think at a push, he just pushes over Dean and De Gea. Just.
I'm cool with Alisson. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
come on.
Boom.
Gloves on now, yeah? Come on. Come on. Who's one on the left or the right? Which one? Hey.
Look at this. It's ready. He over there moving like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
Trust me. And I'm moving like, don't hurt me.
Yes, I can't do the Ali shuffle and that. You know what I'm
literally shuffling in my head, you know. I'm going right to left, then back to right to left. I don't even know. So second back.
I draw that back.
I thought you had it there. I thought you had it there, Saint. I'm not gonna lie.
They tried it. I've seen a lot of combined 11s, and you always start one of the fullbacks and that. Right back or left back. This guy said centre back.
I said centre back, so I thought man was gonna. All right, cool. Left back in it.
Yeah, Luke Shaw. Yeah, it's Luke Shaw.
That's the one that hurts me so much.
That's the one that hurts me. That's the one that hurts me badly as well. You know, because Robertson could arguably be our player of the season, really. Like, arguably, he could be our
best out of bad bunch in it, though. Fair play to him
out, man.
That one hurt, but Luke Shaw's been that guy. He has. He
has been on that Shalberto Carlos thing. Yeah, he's been quality.
Best left back in the league this season, in my opinion.
Quality. He has been quality, and I'm someone who's a big critic of him as well. But this season he stepped up. I don't know if I think it's the Tellez signing.
Can I ask you, man? What is that? What do you reckon? It is the Tellez.
It's the Tellez signing, because you know what, he did this. He did this to an extent when Brandon Williams first came up. He improved, his form improved, which tells me competition gets the best out of him.
Williams just wasn't levels enough. So.
Yeah, Williams just wasn't at levels enough to push it on him, because Williams had his run, but then it's like obviously he's a youth player. You know what I'm saying? But Tellez is a serial proper player, and you can see that because Tellez has played well this season. But I'll go with you. He played well. He's not been bad when he's played. You know what I'm saying? But Shaw's just stepped up.
No. Shaw's on stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing as well. Tellez got a nice little delivery on him as well, but he just pitch.
He's just got pressure in it. Man, look, Shaw said, "I'm not ready for this, man. Look, listen, Tellez, you stay where you are. I got this, bro. You know the one.
Man, put the state mate down. Man said, my state mate, I'm on this. Watch.
Do you know what though? Like a little, just to obviously take the cherry off the top. Yeah, he's been brilliant. Yeah, but part of me, I know it's gonna sound negative, but bear with me. Yeah, part of me still doesn't like the fact that he had to wait for someone to come in to threaten his role. Like, you should be playing. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Like, because he came out and done an interview, didn't he? That mentality, he wasn't there. You know, he wasn't interested. I'm hearing, brother, you're paying 130k a week, and you're telling me someone had to come in and threaten you. before you
thing is,
no, Bobz, you know what it is, yeah? I'm not
Go
going
on,
to lie,
Beeks.
yeah? It's one of them things, yeah? Like, we have to be real. The managers that were there prior to Oli, yeah, were not giving my man confidence, bro. That man were calling him fat and that, bro. Do you know how embarrassing that is, G?
Even though they're calling you fat, what I was going to say though is,
he could have left the donuts alone, though. Let's be honest.
That's what I'm saying. He was cocky, bro.
The thing is, that's a mentality issue. It's very unprofessional. But what it is wasn't just previous managers. Mourinho had issues with him. Van Gaal had issues with him. People forget Poch, who had him at Southampton, had issues with him. So when three managers are all doubting your mentality, eventually it's a you problem. Yeah, eventually it's a you. Yes, obviously you need to man managing help him. But
I hear that, but it's gonna affect him, innit? You understand what I'm saying? And
well, man don't really care that much anyway. So, what
is that what you're on?
There's three of you, and there's two of us. We're not gonna say
some Dr. Phil, you know.
You know what? You know what?
We're getting hammered, and you think you're gonna sit there and start talking about this and
Here's
that?
The thing, though. Saint should have just let that go. You know why? Because Liverpool weren't getting it there. You know what I'm saying? And you should have just let that run and see where it went and got your digs in on the slide.
You know them
our bad, lads. Our bad. We stepped over the line there.
It's calm. It's calm.
I think go to the next position then.
We acted emotional. We apologize.
It's all right. Moving on. Right back. Wan-Bissaka open and shook Case Johnson centre back. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Hold on. So I want to rebuttal.
I want to rebuttal that. I do want to rebuttal that.
Okay, let's go in it.
I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you lot are so confident does worry me a little bit. But I'm gonna throw a grenade and run in it and see what happens. Trent hasn't been great this season, yeah. I'll admit that. But I think Trent is one of those players who suffered because he was performing at such a high level. When he's dropped down, people will act as though he's been rubbish. Where in actual fact, I just think he's been very good as opposed to brilliant. What he has been. Wan-Bissaka's been good defensively, but I think his overall game actually holds you guys back. If I'm going to be completely honest, I think it holds you guys back.
I hear that, Callum. And can I ask you a question?
I think Trent's problem. So I'm coming to you in a sec, Bitz. Trent's problem is he's not had a settled midfield or defense around him, which again is going to sound like excuses, but every player needs a consistency, and he hasn't had that this season. And his game relies on the forward scoring goals. Trent is not his fault. Trent puts stuff on a plate, and our man don't want to eat.
Trust me.
And also, to be fair, he has missed Jordan Henderson coming across and tucking in. So I hear that argument. However, at the beginning of the show, you said on this season overall form.
So
now,
what we doing it on? Because
He's still, even in his no, you said that's what you man said.
That's what you guys said. You man said the level in it.
And you see that? That's why I asked that question before we started, just so we can get the criteria.
And now say you want to remix it.
Yeah, this ain't no Premier, yeah, man. This ain't no Premier Hall of Fame.
They're about to drop the intro again. They want to do a remix.
Literally, you read my mind. You know, I was just gonna drop it. You know, just a little bit of space, like. Oh my lord!
But truthfully, look, I think, do you know? To be honest, okay.
Attacking, he's still been better.
Do you know? But what do you want your right back to do? What is he? First of all, a defender. But at the end of the day, yeah. Yes, they play two different kinds of style. They have two different styles. Yes, 100%. Put the ball. Trent can put it anywhere. And anywhere in the box, whatever, right? Wan-Bissaka 1v1, unstoppable. Okay, now the criteria and the category that you two set, we have to be open with it. Now, the argument Callum gave, we could say Wan-Bissaka hasn't had a relationship with a right winger. We don't have a right winger, so he's not been able to.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say. Trent still has a better platform to work from than Wan-Bissaka does, because you're talking about Henderson not being there. This guy has McTominay coming over his side. He's next to Lindelof. He has no right winger. We all know the issues that the fact that Wan-Bissaka puts in the performances he does is a miracle. It's a miracle he does, because
he's got assists as well. You know, this season
he is not. Is he great going forward? We know his issues going forward. That being said, though, he's not helped. he isn't helped whatsoever in that. He isn't.
And also,
I mean, but then like
we all seen. Listen. We all seen everyone have their way with Trent on that wing. Like McNeil,
not everyone.
Not everyone.
Listen, people are doing hopscotch against Trent Alexander trying to get past. Literally, people are doing crisscross hopscotch. People are trying to. People are playing. Do you know what they were doing? They were chucking the ball and catching it, bro. That's what
we're adding to it as well. In terms of,
he does get more on his side. Definitely,
yeah, he does. Yeah, people target him as in terms of consistency. Wan-Bissaka even is definitely one of Manchester United's more consistent players this season.
100%.
Yeah, does he have his deficiencies? Yes, people get onto him because he doesn't pass the eye test whatsoever, but he's nowhere near as bad as people make out. And he's been better this season.
I hear that. Listen, I'll give you Wan-Bissaka, right? But what I will say to you is at Trent's best, at his very, very best when he was considered like the best, he was still not defensively as good as Wan-Bissaka. That's not the game in which he plays. That's not what we need him to do. Do you know what I mean? So to compare them sometimes I think is a bit mad because he's got 11 big chances.
No, it's stupid. It's stupid to compare them because
do you know what I mean? He's got 5 assists, even though we would still say he's not having a great season. He's still got 5 assists. He's still got 11 big chances created. He's still got double the amount of passes. They play a different game. Do you know what I mean? But I'll give you 1 second.
Yeah, even though he has the 5 assists, and that's to Trent's level because he's of a high level. That's what we now expect from you. So now that's what you're judged. Even if he has dropped below that level, we have to criticize you because if Wan-Bissaka has a worse season next season and we're doing this next time next year, that's what we'll be talking about. Wan-Bissaka was at this level defensively. Now he's fell off because Trent, even though your strikers have been missing a lot, I've seen games where Trent's lost the ball 45 times, 50 times, 55 times, 60 times. Like that is inexcusable. Where you've in 2 games you've lost the ball over 100 times. Like that's on you.
Listen, we gave you the goalkeeper, man. Let's move on, bro. Come on, we gave you the goalkeeper. Wan-Bissaka.
Callum. Fabin DM or CB? What are you saying?
I know you, man. This is not the hill to die on, man. We gave you the goalkeeper, innit? You know what I mean? Trent has been being targeted by other teams.
I really regret even doing this now, man. I'm glad we had a little intro. We had some banter in that. You know what I mean?
It's not the
second. I mean, centre backs.
What we said. I think them to be fair, just do you know what I mean?
Centre backs is tough for both sides.
I ain't trying to hear cabbage.
Because here's the thing is,
Kabak ain't there.
The thing is though, what 2 are get? We are really picking the best out of a bad bunch. Who gets in?
I'm not gonna lie. I think Nat's got a shout.
Who? Nat King Cole. Are you serious?
Better than
who?
He's better than Lindelof.
In terms of form,
are we speaking as a pair or individual?
No, we're just individuals.
Individuals.
I'd go Maguire and that personally.
You know what? If we're talking form, I need to check how many games he's played. But if we're talking just form, I don't know how many games he's played. Bailly's a shot. He's been our best centre back form wise.
He's only played a handful of games.
I'm gonna check. I'm literally gonna check now how many games he's played. Because if it's like enough, I'm gonna run with this.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that because Nat's actually, to be fair, cool. He's been on job. He's been on job. I'm never gonna lie to you, man. Innit? But who are we taking from United? He taking Maguire?
We'll let you, man, do that one. Me and State have done ours.
I don't know about all them things there.
Boy.
I'm trying to see. Yeah. He's not even played enough games. Well, you know what? Wait. Bailly's played 15 games in total this season. Yeah, that's like, I'm happy to find. He's only played 8 in the league still. You know what I'm saying? But if we're saying, I'm saying over Maguire and Lindelof. And it's that.
How many did he play?
He's only played 8 games in the Premier League.
I can't even remember.
Whatless, bro.
Yeah, he's only played. I just can't back Maguire or Lindelof in it. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember Maguire?
Do you know what? All
right, we'll run with Maguire then, innit? I'm just trying to run some
the thing is, like, the thing for Maguire, like, it's like, you know how we pose a debate or an argument or defense for him. It's not his fault he's slow, right? It's not his fault he's slow, yeah. And when Maguire has played with Bailly, he's a better defender.
All right, let's go Maguire then. We'll go Maguire and Nat Phillips.
Yeah, because I don't really like taking positives about Harry. So yeah, let's just give him that then. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll take Maguire and Nat Phillips. That works, innit? Because Maguire's not been, again, he's another one who's not as bad as people make out. It's just that his mistakes stick out because he's made some high profile ones. But yeah, we'll go Maguire then.
What we playing?
Is it 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3?
What is it? 4-3-3 with a 6 and 2 8s, no? Or what?
Callum,
cool.
answer clearly and carefully. Yeah. Callum, answer clearly and carefully.
Nah, it's a 6 and 2 8s, man.
6 and 2 8s, no?
Yeah. Let's not play two holders, man. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, me a 6 and 2 8.
We try to win the game here, you know.
All right, 6. You looking at Fabinho in it? You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to have a real football discussion, bro. This thing, bro, get out of here, man. We're trying to have a light-hearted football discussion. Man's trying to kill us, bro. Man's actually trying to kill us.
No, Fabinho. You man can have Fabinho in it.
Fabinho's a 6. Yeah.
He's the one person that can see his chest. So don't try and put you command.
No. All right, cool. Fabinho.
One person that came with chest, like yo.
Beeks, drop it. Beeks, drop it. Drop the 2. Go on.
Fabinho calm is it's all right. We'll take Fabinho. Like,
are you gonna see McTominay or Fred?
No.
The next 2 is the next 2 in it.
They're going to the 8, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Allow us to have our moment then. Don't just try and slap past our
Say your 2 sentences about Fabinho and then we'll move on. So what do you want to say about Fabinho?
He's a bad man, isn't it? All right,
he's our rock, innit? He's our rock. He's our rock.
All right, Fossil, the way you lot playing, but anyway.
We decided to put him in CB. We could have locked up that CB position because you know he's better than anyone you got in that position.
Do you know
that is true?
That is true. Yeah, that is true. However, it's a shame that you guys have to play him there because you lose what he does in the middle of the park, and it's absolutely astonishing and outstanding how bad it is when he's not playing there. Like, you know, the deficiency, like it's night and day, literally. And you know, I said this before, Nick, I've told you before, saying when you guys got Fabinho, it hurt me, man, because I was like, that is a great for 40 million. And people are wanting 100 million for Declan Rice. Are you mad? 40 million for Fabinho? Yeah, man. No, Fabinho takes the 6. Happy days. Yeah.
Fabinho. No.
I don't really, especially in current forms, we're taking injuries, but isn't it? I take it.
No, we said the season. So that's
the season, bro.
We said the season in Callum's
you trying to season. You know what I'm saying? The season. That's what I said when you asked about 2 6s or 1 6 1 8. I said, Callum, pick clearly and carefully. And if you lot try and crack a joke with these 2 8s, boy.
All right, obviously,
one of them's Pogba.
I'm going to ask you a question.
And the other's Bruno.
Bruno an 8. Is Bruno an 8?
He's not 8, but
could he play them at 8?
He's not 8, but can he play there? Yeah, could he play there in his fantasy team? Absolutely. I think we could manage him better than Ollie.
Bruno and Pogba, let's go.
You can manage him better than Ollie.
I think we could manage him better than Ollie in that. He plays 8 for Portugal. You can play 8.
He can play. I'm asking where he plays for United.
Yeah, he plays. What's he called? He plays as a 10. Actually,
he plays as a forward.
He plays as a 9 for Manchester United. If we're being really technical, he plays as a 9. He plays as a striker. You know what I'm saying? For us, but he's a 10 on paper.
He plays as an 8 plus 2 yards, so we'll call that a 10.
Why? Who do you want in there? So if we got Fabinho, Pogba, and who you lot trying to squeeze in there?
I'm not gonna lie, you lot are gonna hate me for this. I was actually thinking,
if you say Curtis Jones.
No, Thiago or Pogba would be the discussion. Bruno gets in it. But I'd be willing to have a debate about Pogba and
Pogba
Thiago.
Gets in.
That's why I started with Fernandes. I said, yeah, he can get in because there's no.
I think on this season, on what Pogba's contributed,
it's Pogba.
It's got to be Pogba because I think Thiago has been spun a few times. The fact that he has to go to ground a lot.
Stop that now. You stop that now.
But you know, he was doing a lot of diving in. He was quite naive.
He got the thumbs up as well. You get what I'm saying? And that the Thiago thumbs up. He's got the thumbs up thing.
But yeah, for me, yeah, I think the whole Premier League, everyone wanted to see Thiago boss it. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally wanted to do it, but it's just unfortunate that it's not happened right now. And yeah, it's just unfortunate. That's it. There's no. Obviously, he's not had Fabinho because when he played in the middle with Fabinho and Henderson, we saw Thiago. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you've not got the protection or the same setup, he's done nothing. And when you've got Paul Pogba trying to play 1-2s with McTominay and still getting out numbers, come on, man.
And the thing is, his impact, like, people forget like him, the clutch moments he's had where he scored goals or got assists. When he got injured in the game at Everton, up until the point he came back, which I think was AC Milan, you've seen a massive difference when he doesn't play. He had a poor start, yeah. Why Oli was playing him when he's recovering from COVID, I don't know. He had a poor start to the season. Ever since he got over that and came back, he's been exceptional. I can count on one hand the amount of bad games he's had.
Can I ask you guys a question? I know we're going back a little bit.
Yeah.
No one mentioned Matip for centre back.
If you,
I think, yeah.
You can replace Nat with Matt.
No.
You really trying to put Femarami at
I'm just saying, bro.
He's been better than Maguire, though.
how much time has Matip spent injured out though? I know he spent a lot of time injured out.
Yeah, it's been since February.
This is my point. So he's been since February. How many games has he played? Let me check his numbers and that and see how many actual appearances he's made. Because it could be.
He's made more than 15 appearances.
Has he? Now I'm going to check now. Yeah. I'm literally.
So you're saying
look at them trying to use the 15 games as a disclaimer.
Yeah, I'm checking now. Actually, wait, hold on. When they're having this. No. He's only played 10 matches. Not happy.
I tried to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm never gonna front. I tried a thing and I didn't expect Flawless to go to the stats. I tried a thing. That's my bad. I tried a thing.
You know what? I respect the energy though, because I would have done the same thing. I tried to buy. Hey, Callum, I tried to buy you in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. I'm lucky, Callum. All right.
I'm saying Pogba Bruno is the 2/8, innit? I'm with that.
I can't really
argue. I'm with that. Oh, lucky.
Inverted wingers and then striker, yeah?
Why are you saying there's inverted wingers?
Whichever.
Whoever I'm thinking it's out of Mane and Rashford, isn't it? They're both inverted wingers, but whatever you want to say.
It's a tie. They both lose, man.
I don't think it is. I think right wing is Salah, left wing is Rashford. I don't think there's not much competition. Our right wing is pretty much non-existent. And mine has been awful.
It's a void, yeah.
Rashford scored. Without Rashford's goals, I don't know where we would be.
Yeah,
and then who takes the number 9, Bobby? Because don't talk Martial to me.
It's not Martial.
Cavani, bro. Done. Finished.
I don't even know, yo.
Hey, and that's it, bro. And that's it, G.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Jota.
You know what? Jota's got a shot, actually. Let me check.
No, because it's number 9. It's the number 9, isn't it?
How Callum drank his water? Because he knew. He said, Jota. He tried to put Jota.
Is that what I mean?
Callum, I see you, bro.
Callum, you said season, bro. He said season, bro.
Callum said Jota.
We said season.
Bobby
and
Martial. Look at Callum trying to say it with his chest. We said season.
I'm on the ropes. I'm like, are you ropes? You lot are George Foreman right now. I'm just hoping you guys tire out.
Okay. The question is,
Jota has played 16 games and scored 8 goals.
But has Jota had a better impact than Cavani?
Yes.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna have a look now.
I have to give him that.
I need the stats.
Prior
to his injury,
he was on. Wow, come on.
Yeah, he was on point still.
Yeah.
He was on point. I think we got a shout, and I'm not even trying to ting. I actually was chested. Like
it would be between Cavani and Jota, but I would go with Jota because of what he did for them and the impact he had for them. Cavani's been good, but I would go with I can't even be that shameless and not and say I'd love to say, but I'm saying.
Callum, I see what you did there. You did. All right, you squeezed that one.
I got you back, guys.
We're back. Come on.
Hey, don't shake your head, Flawless, but that whole season thing's been hanging us all game, bro. It's
great, yo. I'm just here trying to figure out what, but it's Jota in it. I tried to argue that, but the players you got in, Salah, Jota makes sense for being.
Can I say something?
To argue with the centre back either or the keeper, really. Go on, Callum.
All of us are roughly around the same age, yeah. I'm gonna name you some of the players that we've grown up watching. Andy Cole, Sheringham, Solskjaer, Fowler, Collymore, Michael Owen, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Suarez, Torres, Rooney, Tevez. Where's our number 9s?
You know what it is with the number 9s, and I think I've done a show on the shout out to Aaron. We did months back, and it's the fact that it's just a dying position currently. Like you go through all positions, go through golden generations cycles, where you'll get cycles, and the thing is, we forget because of our age where we've been through the 90s. It's like every team had a bad boy number 9. Like if you look at Serie A and its pomp, everybody top 10 had a bad boy number 9 mark.
Do you know what it is? No one wants to be, a killer in
that
bastard of a number 9, as in I'm scoring.
And you know what it also is as well? It's not number 9 used to be the glamour position. It's no longer now
number
the glamour
10 now,
position.
isn't it?
It's the invert. If you look at the most high profile, it's your inverted forwards.
Because even the 10's dying out as well. The 10's dying out.
Yeah, the 10's
because if you've got Flair now, they're trying to put you out wide.
Yeah, because I don't understand, because I understand to some extent how the 10's dying out just due to the way we're playing. But you can't tell me 9's are dying out. You need a number 9. You need a number 9. Chelsea need a number 9.
But you know what the problem is? Even though we all need number 9s, how many are there on the market like that? And there is number 9s there, but they're not number 9s in the fashion we're talking about. The popular, like when we was all growing up as kids, number 9 was the biggest shirt and was the main man, had the number 9 and that. Now it's your inverted forwards. If you look at Liverpool, Salah's your high profile go-to guy. He's an inverted forward. You look at United, it's Rashford. He's an inverted forward. If you look at Manchester City, people talking about De Bruyne, Silva. It's not Aguero as great as he is type of thing. If you look at successful teams, it's not that anymore. Even if you look at Real Madrid,
in the final, they're not even fielding a number 9.
This is my point. In the final, even if you look at Real Madrid, for instance, when they're going through there's Benzema, Bale, Ronaldo. Ronaldo's the guy, even though Benzema's the 9. If you look at Messi's, if you look at Neymar, Suarez, and Messi, those three. Suarez is playing as the 9, but he's the lesser profile. It doesn't mean he's not good. So it's just the cycle of it.
That's a difficult one though, because to name Ronaldo and Messi, bro, they're the Jedi.
But that's my point. They're past generations, but that adds into my point of them being there. That's the position everyone wants to play now. That's the glamour position, is playing whether you're wide left, wide right. Ronaldinho kind of did it as well. You know what I'm saying? Who's the highest profile go-to number 9? Even Mbappe, he's not a 9. He's the go-to guy currently.
This is why I keep on screaming about Haaland. I love Mbappe, but I want Haaland in Liverpool's team over Mbappe.
Yeah. Do you not think, though, football's changed in the sense that, like the names you listed, Callum, 4-4-2, get wide cross, the odd through ball, direct, long, Heskey, knock it down for Owen. Do you know what I mean? That kind of Andy Cole and Dwight York. Do you know what I mean? We don't normally see stuff like that. And football's now changed now. They want to take the extra pass. People like Arsene Wenger introduced a different way of playing. You know, the extra pass, take care of it more, patience. You know, Man United used to kick it to Gary Neville to Beckham. Gary Neville goes on the overlap. Beckham crosses, Rude headers it in. Literally, we scored so many goals like that. Liverpool were very similar to Heskey and Owen. You know, Owen would beat 2 players and score. And for me, I think football's changed now in the sense of the way it's played. And also, I'm a very massive believer that the level of player has been massively diluted.
Oh, yeah.
We have athletes now.
Yeah,
we have better we have better athletes, but we have better athletes, but the footballing technical ability is not there type of thing. That's
like,
what it is.
And for me,
sorry, Letitia, for example, back in the day, Letitia now would have been on Jack Grealish level. But you see how Jack Grealish is seen as all worldly. Letitia was just seen as anyone back then.
He played for Southampton. I was saying this. That's why
couldn't even get close to England.
That's my point. That's why I want to talk about Serie A and why I loved it growing up and watching it. If you look at a Batistuta who played for Fiorentina, if you put Batistuta in today's game, he's the best number 9 in the world. That's it. He's at a big club. Man played for Fiorentina. So that's how
you know what, just to add on to that, look at the ballers or the number 9s in Serie A around that time.
Ridiculous.
Inzaghi, Adriano,
Brazilian Ronaldo, Shevchenko, Crespo, Chiesa.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Vieri, those balls. Even
the ones there.
So
but this is why I feel like you have someone like Mane, in terms of like, because he's an athlete, when you lose, say, like the pace or the power or that one thing, it's hard.
So your mic's on again. I'll say your mic's on. Cool. Yeah.
You hear me?
Nah, still the
what's going on?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah,
that's better.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, go on.
That's what I say with someone like Mane. Do you know what I mean? Like, because of his pace and his powerfulness and stuff like that, and his athleticism, you lose a bit of that, and then it's like, whereas if you've got specialists, they're never gonna. Do you know what I mean? Kanu lost time, and he was just doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
because you got
when did wingers have pace back in the day? When we played with 4-4-2 or even the odd 4-5-1, whatever. Yeah, do you remember? Okay, you could say Overmars dribbled
Giggs as well.
Giggs as well, like, but it was none of this.
They had
cutting
more than
inside to pass inside. You had wingers that were like,
they were quick.
You on.
They were quick, but it wasn't just pace.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It wasn't just pace. There was more to add to it
as well.
Yeah. Like they had more. Like if you look at Perez, for instance, and Arsenal's whole left-hand side and that, like Perez wasn't lightning quick, but my one was techie. He was very smart.
Folding man inside out. Like
yeah.
Zidane played left midfield like nearly all his career. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like football's changed, and they're trying to make them robots now. You know, like imagine Letitia was quite heavy. Letitia was like what 6'1", 6'2". He didn't look athletic at all. But I tell you what, man, will put in the top corner.
The thing is, because he's that's why it's a team game and that. Because even something popped up on my Instagram, and it was like the top teams from the World Cup, and like here, look, this is just Brazil's world. This is 2006 World Cup.
I saw that as well. Yeah.
Brazil's front four. It was Ronaldinho, Kaká, Brazilian Ronaldo, and Adriano. Hear what I just said, people. Hear what I just said, yo. Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Adriano, and Kaká, and that was backed up. Cafu and Roberto Carlos were the fullbacks. Lucio and Juan were the centre backs. Eminent and Zé Roberto in midfield.
Relax, bro.
This is Italy. Italy's front two was Totti and Luca Toni. Their midfield two was Gattuso and Pirlo. Cannavaro and Buffon. Buffon's in goal. Cannavaro's playing centre back.
Nesta as well, isn't it?
On this, he probably was in the squad as well. You know what I'm saying? They've not got him on this.
Look at the players he's saying. Look at the players he's saying now.
Yo, here's the France team. Yo, Gallas and Thuram with the centre backs. Check the midfield three. Makelele, Vieira, and Zidane. What's the midfield three?
And then imagine you're the gaffer. And you're trying to tell Zidane to track back. Are you crazy?
I say this all the time. I watch Zidane play in a 4-4-2 era. I never seen him track anybody in his life, and no one ever gave him stick. And you know who's playing up front for France in this team? Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry. Yeah, I'm saying.
Listen, that is absolute football porn. That is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I'm done. Wait. Check the France. This is Holland's front four and that. Schneider, Van Persie, Robin, and Van Nistelrooy.
That season was it 2010? Schneider,
2000. Yeah, he did a Mazda. This is from 2006, but yeah, 2010. I think he did do a Mazda.
Schneider was like the best player on the planet, and then obviously we all know what Robin done.
Yo, look at Spain's midfield three. Let's go down memory lane. Spain's middle three was Xavi, Alonso, Fabregas, and Xavi.
And let's talk about Busquets, Iniesta. Them man had players, you
know. 90 mil for Declan Rice and Grealish.
David Villa and Torres.
David Villa and Torres was up top. Raul was backing them up. Puyol, Ramos was playing. Ramos was playing right back on this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even Germany, I'm here. They had Frings, Ballack, Schweinsteiger, Schneider, Klose, and Podolski.
My days.
He's taking absolute liberties with these teams and that.
Oh my days.
Liberties. Argentina, Riquelme, Tevez, and Crespo was their front three.
Oh, why are you doing this, Nolan? Why are you doing this?
He played for Villarreal, people. You know what I'm saying? And levels.
Guys, man, this has been, I don't know about you, but I've absolutely had a ball, even though we've been absolutely backslapped. Like,
we got more in there than I thought you would, though.
No, you got four. You got four.
More than four.
Right, so we got
Allison,
Phillips,
we got
Phillips, Fabinho. Oh yeah, Salah and Joe. Yeah.
Which I think
that's not bad.
Fair acquisitions. It's fair.
Yeah, I can live with that.
No, listen, guys, thank you ever so much for coming on, man. It was an absolute pleasure on my behalf, man. And
thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Same, man. It's always a pleasure, bro. Seriously, man. I'm happy for you. Literally doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah,
like I said to Flawless, man, and I've said this to Callum, it's good to see our people be successful, man. So keep doing you, bro. Seriously.
No, thank you. I wouldn't even be where I am without people like you and Callum and Flawless. I need to show man some love. So listen, I'm going to kick it round. Please let them know where they can follow you and what you got coming up so that, you know what I mean? Bitz.
Yeah. So obviously, Bitz and Bobz on YouTube, at Bitz and Bobz on Instagram and Twitter. It's Bitz with a Z, Bobz with a Z. I got 2 special guests coming up. I got This is an exclusive. I got Troy Townsend coming on soon. From
Okay.
Pickout. And I've also got Mary from the She Devils United. We're going to talk about her experience on the racism and the Twitter incident that she went through. So yeah, that's what's coming up. So
I'm tuning in for that. Yeah, that's gonna be blockbuster, isn't it? I'm interested to hear what gets said on that, I should say.
Yeah, man. But also, listen, make sure you subscribe to Saint. Literally, guys, like I'm gonna say this again. You do not know what happens behind the scenes, trying to get people content. Also, when you host a show, to get panelists like ourselves is tough, man. But we're all trying to do it. So please make sure you subscribe to Saint and these two below me as well.
Trust me, flawless, bro. Thank you. You was an absolute G, man. Let them know where they can find you. Obviously, Sarcasm City, but let them know, man, what you got.
Exactly that. Yeah, man. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's me, Flawless People. Also, make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. We literally go live every day. It's much more than football, but obviously we got a Manchester United show. We have a Manchester City show, an Arsenal show, plus more boxing, MMA. There's a politics show, live watch-alongs. Yeah, man. Plus more. There's so much different content on there. So make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. It's road to 3K. So please do that.
Yeah. Make sure you lot are hitting that. And my brother, my guy, please, Mr. Callum Sanderson, let him know.
Yeah, so you can find me at Callum Sanderson on all the socials and then on Team Coppish on YouTube. And again, just to echo what these guys said, supporting each other is the way forward, man.
Yes.
And this is, again, like, this is how small the world is. The first time I ever did a show with Saint, that same morning, and God strike me down if I'm lying, that same morning, Bitz And Bobz messaged me and was like, you should work with Saint, And I was like, no, we're planning to reach out to him because like we'd seen him in the chat and we'd like followed each other online. And I was like, that's not a sign, I don't know what is. So,
Amen.
We have, if we all support each other, we all grow, we all eat.
100%. 100%.
Even as a small channel to come to have you lot all backstage and everyone's like, yo, what's going on? Everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, listen, I can't even. It's no small feat. Like Bitz And Bobz said, it's not easy trying to get you, man. Do you know what I mean? Together, and the love that you lot have showed for me and just coming through for man, much appreciated. And hopefully the game is an absolute, you know what I mean, barnstorm on the second, man. But yo, listen, thanks for joining and thanks for watching. We're out.
There you go.